Hey there guys, TMO73 here, bringing you some more spoiler coverage for Return of the Dragon Emperor. Today we are seeing the return of Gil Lapis in Lapis Cluster. He is back, he is our Fire Darkness ruler, and he is ready to remove a lot of cards from play. So Gil Lapis, Conqueror of Adaratia, Wanderer, Judgment for red, black, and 6, but you can pay 1 less to play this ability for each card in your opponent's RFG, so very similar to Alisaris. Energizes for red and black, and he has a 0 effect that says if target non-magic stone card your opponent controls would be put into a graveyard this turn, you RFG it instead. And you can only play this ability only during your turn and only once per turn. So if you're about to kill something, you can, get rid of it, in a sense, to get rid of it completely, and therefore increase his chances of being able to flip. He flips over into Gil Lapis, Rebel of Darkest Fires. We've seen this card before. It is a 10/10 Wanderer, a 0 cost of put target Magic Stone, non-Magic Stone card from your opponent's RFG on the bottom of your deck. If you do, this card gains Swiftness, Precision, Flying, or First Strike, your choice, until the end of turn. And then if you pay X, you may play a face-up card with total cost X or less from your opponent's removed area without paying its cost until the end of turn. And you can play this ability only once per turn. So if you've got a lot of will left over going into your turn or something during the upkeep, you can spend it all and have this kind of permanent access to a bunch of cards for the turn from your opponent's RFG and then recover, which is super nice. And then for red and black, you can put 2 cards from your opponent's removed area on the bottom of the deck and destroy target Resonator. So this is pretty cool. So he's got kind of a hard kill on legs, but it costs him 2 cards from your opponent's side and 2 will. So that's pretty cool. Definitely want to see kind of what his support is before the verdict goes out on him. So his Magic Stone is the Magic Stone of Ebon Home. It's the Shock Rock for red-black. When it enters your field, remove the top card of your opponent's deck from the game. So just calling stones helps you to get cards RFG'd from your opponent. And imagine top deck, they put a card on the top or something like that. You call this stone and it's their win con that you just managed to get rid of. That's pretty sweet. Now we have Valentina, the Twilight Passion. So Valentina's spirit was successfully cast out of Prisia, but it turns out she was keeping Shion's body preserved and with her, so she took over Shion's body here. She's a 4-drop 9/9 12 Apostle. If a card dealt damage by this card would be put into a graveyard, you RFG it. When this card enters your field, you RFG a Resonator your opponent controls, total cost 2 or less. So instantly she's a tempo swing there. For 0, you can put a card to the bottom and give herself Swiftness and Precision. And then for 0, you can put 3 cards on the bottom to give her +5/+5. So she essentially can be a 4-drop 14/14 with Swiftness and Precision based on how long this game goes. But her ability to do this kind of at instant speed for 0 is pretty sick. You just have to make sure to get those cards RFG'd from your opponent's deck. Next up, we have the Cryptid of Tenacious Fire, 2-drop 6/5 Beast. It's got First Strike, and whenever it deals damage to your opponent, they have to RFG a card. Pretty standard, nothing super fancy here, just a way to help fuel the Gil Lapis mechanic. Searing Dead, 3-drop 8/8. When it enters your field, you can put a card to the bottom of your opponent's deck. If you do, it deals 400 damage. So a little burn, little burn reach. Pretty cool. It doesn't target your opponent, but it does target an RFG card, so you get to kind of mess around and do stuff that way. Now we have, the Black Hole of the Spirit World. It is a 4-drop addition, 2 red, 2 black. When a Resonator is put into a graveyard from your field, your opponent sacrifices a Resonator. So essentially what this means is whenever one of my things dies, one of your things dies. Which is pretty cool when you think of the fact that we have red, which gives you Rookegg and Guinevere, so those two with this card can become very beneficial. Guinevere essentially becomes a kill spell. Your opponent chooses, but still, if you're keeping things off the board and they only have 1 Resonator at a time, that's good enough. Lastly, we have Swirling Demon Dimension. It is a 3-drop quick cast, remove target Resonator from the game. So it's another kill spell, essentially, for Gil Lapis. So that is all we have today, guys. Let me know what you guys think about these cards. Do you think they're going to be good? Do you think that we need to see more of his RFG support before we can? What's going on? Otherwise, just go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Share out the video. And until next time, this is TMO73, signing off.